sides of the story. Knowledge is power. Class is in session. Power 106.
If we must die, let it not be like hogs, hunted and penned in an inglorious spot, while round us bark the mad and hungry dogs, making their mock at our accursed lot. If we must die, oh, let us nobly die, so that our precious blood may not be shed in vain. Then even the monsters we defy shall be constrained to honor us, though dead. O kinsmen, we must meet the common foe. Though far outnumbered, let us show us brave, and for their 1,000 blows deal one death blow. What though before us lies the open grave? Like men, we'll face the murderous, cowardly pack, pressed to the wall, dying, but fighting back.
We all can unite.
2021 to 2030 is the International Decade of Healthy Aging, the International Decade of Ecosystem Restoration, the International Decade of Ocean Science for Sustainable Development, and the Decade of Action for Road Safety. It's the second day of the 9th month of 2021, the International Year of Peace and Trust, the International Year of Creative Economy for Sustainable Development, the International Year of Fruits and Vegetables, the International Year for the Elimination of Child Labor, and the International Year of Health and Care Workers. Put another way, it's the second day of the 4th month of the 2021 Atlantic hurricane season. And the National Hurricane Center in Miami, Florida, is telling us that advisories are being issued on Hurricane Larry, located over the eastern tropical Atlantic, several hundred miles west of the southernmost Cabo Verde Islands, Cape Verde Islands. A small area of low pressure over northeastern Nicaragua is producing disorganized shower and thunderstorm activity over portions of the western Caribbean Sea. A portion of the system's circulation could move over the Gulf of Honduras tomorrow, Friday. However, development there, if any, is to be slow to occur. This system could then move over the southwestern Gulf of Mexico during the weekend and early next week, but then strong upper level winds would likely limit significant development into a system to be reckoned with. But regardless of development, heavy rains are possible across portions of Central America and the Yucatan Peninsula through the weekend. Showers and thunderstorms now associated with an area of low pressure about 280 miles southeast of the southernmost Cabo Verde Islands, Cape Verde Islands, continue to show signs of organization. Some development of this system could occur during the next 12 to 24 hours as the low pressure system moves generally westward at 10 to 15 miles per hour. After that time, conditions are expected to become less conducive for development. Those on the Cabo Verde Islands or Cape Verde Islands should monitor the progress of this system. That's the latest from the National Hurricane Center in Miami, Florida. How about the National Meteorological Service right here in Jamaica? The Met Office tells us Hurricane Larry across the eastern tropical Atlantic is expected to become a major hurricane by Tuesday of next week. And we're also being told that an area of low pressure across the southwestern Caribbean currently has a low chance of tropical cyclone development over the next 5 days. We just told you about that one. There's also a low amplitude tropical wave across the central Caribbean and another tropical wave approaching the eastern Caribbean. It's a busy Atlantic season. Let's pay attention.
You're listening to Pearl 106 FM. The time is now
2:15.
Need to check your blood pressure and sugar levels and have your prescriptions filled? Come to Lanell Town Pharmacy and have it done. We accept all major health insurance. Open 8:30 a.m. to 8 p.m. Monday to Friday. Sundays and public holidays 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. Lanell Town Pharmacy, Shop 1, Bustamante Avenue, Lanell Town, Clarendon. Call 876-986-3304. Lanell Town Pharmacy, helping you to get well and stay well.
First thing in the morning, I go to plus. Full belly for me, sing, you know it's things a must. Give power to the vibe, you know me happy boss. Beauty plus me just when road with God. Yes, great, so me love it straight. Beauty plus and new try one to the air. Ready for drink out of the back same way. Good for big people and little picky there. Beauty plus is a must. And me happy drink. Beauty plus is a must. No one know other thing. Beauty plus is a must. It no happy me. Beauty plus in my pocket of the better thing. Beauty plus is a must. It's affordable. Beauty plus.
Join Power 106 FM every Tuesday and Thursday at 8:05 p.m. for the Vaccination Podcast. Listen to learn about COVID-19 vaccines and surrounding concerns. The Vaccination Podcast is brought to you by the Private Sector Vaccination Initiative.
Power Talk has been a unique source of discourse on matters of public interest, finding solutions to the challenges we face in a globalized world. Power Talk brings you the new hosts who will take talk radio to another level. Join Dr. Herbert Gale Mondays and Tuesdays and Simon Croskill from Wednesday to Friday as they provide a riveting analysis on the issues of the day and speak with stakeholders charged with driving innovation to move Jamaica forward. Tune in for brand new features designed to showcase local developments and highlight how the global issues of the 21st century are being addressed. That's Dr. Herbert Gale Mondays and Tuesdays and Simon Croskill Wednesday to Friday on Power Talk, 11 a.m. to 2 p.m. right here on Power 106 FM.
Living in the positive.
That trough across the southwestern Caribbean is expected to linger within the vicinity of the island through to tomorrow, Friday. As a result, expect an increase in cloudy conditions with showers across the island for this period. Thereafter, a tropical wave will move across the island over the weekend. Additionally, the Saharan dust plume has started to move away from Jamaica, and as a result, expect a gradual decrease in hazy conditions over the coming days. The forecast for the rest of this afternoon: isolated showers and thunderstorms across hilly areas and sections of northern and southwestern parishes. Tonight, partly cloudy. The month of September is still being observed as Prostate Cancer Awareness Month, Ovarian Cancer Awareness Month, Childhood Cancer Awareness Month, National Senior Citizens Month, Employers Month, Alopecia Awareness Month. Alopecia refers to the partial or complete hair loss, baldness. September is also Travel Agents Month, and according to Tasty Cheese, Cheese Month. It's also a national day in Vietnam. Hoy es jueves, el 2 de septiembre 2021, y les saludamos en cualquier parte del mundo que nos están escuchando en este momento. Estamos muy agradecidos por el don de la vida y el privilegio de servirles en otra edición de su programa, Both Sides of the Story, ambos lados de la historia. Nunca vamos a tomar su audiencia por sentado, porque sabemos que ustedes tienen otras opciones, y esta es la razón por la cual jamás olvidamos darle las gracias por elegir Both Sides of the Story, ambos lados de la historia, de lunes a viernes desde las 2 hasta las 5 de la tarde, aquí en Power 106 FM. La misión continúa para educar, capacitar, iluminar y estimular el espíritu empresarial. Bienvenidos. C'est jeudi le 2 septembre 2021 et nous vous saluons tous qui nous écoutez où que vous soyez dans le monde. Nous sommes reconnaissants du don de la vie ainsi que du privilège d'être votre service pour une nouvelle édition de votre programme Both Sides of the Story, le pour et le contre. Nous ne considérons pas votre fidélité comme l'un de soi parce que nous savons que vous avez l'embarras du choix. C'est pourquoi nous n'oublions jamais de vous remercier de choisir d'écouter Both Sides of the Story, le pour et le contre, du lundi au vendredi de 2h à 5h de l'après-midi sur notre antenne Power 106 FM. Nous continuons notre mission d'éduquer, d'habiliter, d'éclairer et d'encourager l'esprit d'entreprise. Bienvenue!
Let's not quarrel. Let's not fight.
All we're saying is it's Thursday, the 2nd of September, 2021, and we greet you well wherever in the world you are listening to us right now. We remain eternally grateful for the gift of life and the privilege to serve you on yet another edition of your program, Both Sides of the Story. We don't ever take your listenership for granted because we know you have choices. And that's why we never ever forget to remember to say thanks for choosing to listen to Both Sides of the Story, Monday to Friday, 2 to 5, right here on Power 106 FM. The mission continues to educate, empower, enlighten, and encourage entrepreneurship. Welcome.
Work it out intelligently. Lord, cause we gonna walk down freedom street. Everybody know we gonna walk down freedom street. Freedom street.
Good afternoon to those of you listening to us on 106.1, 106.3, 106.5, 106.7, and 106.9. From Morant Point to Negril Point, from the Goat Islands to Galena Point. This is Power 106 FM, serving Jamaica and the diaspora. Hello to those tuned in via the Power 106 FM app, which you would have downloaded from the App Store or the Google Play Store, depending on the nature of your device. Downloading is free. Listening is free whenever, wherever. We thank you if you are one of those who have dialed a number to listen to Power 106 FM from the United States and the United Kingdom. Those in the U.S. who wish to dial a number to listen to Power 106 FM can call 631-359-8281. 631-359-8281. If you're in the United Kingdom and you wish to dial a number to listen to Power 106 FM, your number is 0330 606 0953. 0330 606 0953. We welcome those who are watching us on Facebook Live, on the Dervan Malcolm Facebook page and affiliated pages. If you're not there yet, log on to Facebook. In the search box atop the page, type DERVAN MALCOLM, and you too will be able to watch both sides of the story here on Power 106 FM. But let's say you don't have a Facebook account. Not to worry. There's always YouTube. We're streaming live video on the Dervan Malcolm YouTube channel. All you need is a functional device, internet connection, a browser, and you're good to go. In the browser, type YouTube, and the YouTube website will come up. And if you're doing this right now, you should see this video trending. If you're not seeing it, in the YouTube search box, type DERVAN MALCOLM, and you'll be able to watch both sides of the story here on Power 106 FM. We welcome those who are listening to us on the Gleaners website, go-jamaica.com. Subscribers to onespotmedia.com also have access to both sides of the story in particular and Power 106 FM in general. Remember, you can download the Power 106 FM app from the App Store or the Google Play Store, depending on the nature of your device. What's on your mind this afternoon? Looking forward to your full participation. After all, it is your program, both sides of the story, Power 106 FM. Taking your calls on 876 922 4112, 876 922 4113, 876 922 4114, and 876 922 4115. The text line is the same as the WhatsApp number, which means you can not only send us your text messages, but your WhatsApp messages, your voice notes. You can call us via WhatsApp, and indeed, you can call us on that same WhatsApp number as you would a straight line. That number is 876 365 3346. 876 365 3346. We are just under 7 hours away from Mexico versus Jamaica in the Azteca, as the Reggae Boys embark on yet another journey to the World Cup. We wish them well. The game starts at 9 o'clock tonight. Same time here in Jamaica as in Mexico. We're on the same time, 9 o'clock, Jamaica versus Mexico. We wish the Reggae Boys well, and let us respond in such a way that they can feel us and hear us all the way in Mexico. How about that? That's one way of playing our part in support of the Reggae Boys. And so we look forward to your full participation. Hello to all St. George's College old boys. St. George's College opened its doors on this day in 1850. The school was founded by a group of 21 Spanish Jesuits who had been expelled from Colombia because of their religious faith. The Colombian government gave them about 9 hours to leave the country by any means necessary. After they failed to leave, because there was no form of transportation available, the government sternly extended their time to 48 hours. Within the 48-hour time, a lone ship was leaving for Kingston, Jamaica, which they boarded. At their head was Father Emmanuel Gill, S.J., a distinguished scholar and former court preacher to the King of Spain. Amidst a storm of protest against Roman Catholic priests opening Jamaica's first secondary institution for classical and scientific education, St. George's College began its long and proud history. On the 2nd of September in 1850, in a rented house at 26 North Street, located on the southeast corner of North and Orange Streets. We'll pick up the story after the break.
Where all men's meet, it must be Freedom Street. Oh Lord, Freedom Street. Everybody knows we gonna walk, walk down Freedom Street. Everybody knows we gonna go the whole wide world. As we go walk down slow, we gonna walk down Freedom Street. Let's together, Lord. We gonna sing, we gonna shout, we gonna walk.
You're listening to Power 106 FM. The time is now
2:30.
Need to check your blood pressure and sugar levels and have your prescriptions filled? Come to Laneltown Pharmacy and have it done. We accept all major health insurance. Open 8:30 a.m. to 8 p.m. Monday to Friday. Sundays and public holidays 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. Laneltown Pharmacy, Shop 1, Bustamante Avenue, Laneltown, Clarendon. Call 876-986-3304. Laneltown Pharmacy, helping you to get well and stay well. It's riveting, thought-provoking, and interesting. It's the Morning Agenda on Power 106 FM. Weekdays, 7:15 to 9 a.m. Join Jody and Quarry on Mondays and Tuesdays and Sanjay Lewis on Wednesdays and Thursdays, while they alternate on Fridays as they set your agenda and break down the issues and keep you informed on what matters to you most. It's the Morning Agenda on Power 106 FM, weekdays 7:15 to 9 a.m. only on Power 106 FM.
Power Talk has been a unique source of discourse on matters of public interest, finding solutions to the challenges we face in a globalized world. Power Talk brings you the new hosts who will take talk radio to another level. Join Dr. Herbert Gale Mondays and Tuesdays and Simon Croskill from Wednesday to Friday as they provide a riveting analysis on the issues of the day and speak with stakeholders charged with driving innovation to move Jamaica forward. Tune in for brand new features designed to showcase local developments and highlight how the global issues of the 21st century are being addressed. That's Dr. Herbert Gale Mondays and Tuesdays and Simon Croskill Wednesday to Friday on Power Talk, 11 a.m. to 2 p.m. right here on Power 106 FM.
Living in the positive.
Walk, walk, walk down Freedom Street. Let me tell you people, united we stand, divided we fall.
We were telling you before the break that it was on the 2nd of September 1850 in a rented house at 26 North Street on the southeast corner of North and Orange Streets. The new college opened with 38 day students and 30 boarders. The first subjects taught at St. George's included Latin, Greek, French, English, rhetoric, history, mathematics, logic, metaphysics, ethics, drawing, and calligraphy. Are our educators listening? And Ministry of Education, take a look at these subjects. Just take a closer look. These are subjects that our students used to be taught at St. George's College. Logic. 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 Is that taught anywhere these days? Rhetoric. Rhetoric. Is that taught anywhere these days? Metaphysics. Is that taught anywhere? And my favorite, ethics. Ethics. These are lessons that used to be taught at St. George's College, in addition to Latin, Greek, French, English, history, mathematics. Now, what a solid base of subject areas. Which school is going to be so brave as to put these subjects on the curriculum? Rhetoric, logic, metaphysics, ethics. They also had drawing and calligraphy. After 2 years, the Spanish Jesuits, led by founder Father Gil, S.J., departed Jamaica to teach in Guatemala, turning St. George's over to the English Jesuits. They left primarily because of the difficulties in language, with English being a second language to them. The school moved to 5 Upper King Street and changed its name to the St. George's Presbytery Secondary School. There it remained until January 1866, when, for unclear reasons, it was closed. A few months later, thanks to Father James Jones, S.J., the school was reopened with 25 students and moved back to its original site at 26 North Street, again under the name St. George's College. Only 3 years later, succumbing to the opposition of the Jesuit superior, the school was closed a second time at Christmas of 1871. On this occasion, the strong petitions of 92 influential Kingstonians convinced the Jesuits to reopen St. George's College in March 1873, but on a smaller scale, with only 2 Jesuit teachers. The school prospered until 1877, when it was closed for a third time. But this closure lasted only a few days. The return of Father James Jones, S.J., and the leadership of Father Thomas Porter, S.J., assured the continued life and irrepressible growth of St. George's College, which has endured to this day. In March 1939, St. George's College built the first science laboratory in the island. Today, however, the college now includes girls into its sixth form program beginning from September 2005. In addition, a new era of tradition now seeps into the fabric of the school, where St. George's College boasts its first headmistress, Mrs. Margaret Campbell, first headmistress for 155 years. A lot of history there. Good afternoon to all the illustrious STGC students, past and present, not least of all the newbies, those who are just about to enter the system at STGC. Now, this same STGC produced and continues to produce some outstanding citizens of the world. We're thinking, for example, of Monsignor, what's his name now? Monsignor Gladstone Wilson. Monsignor Gladstone Wilson. Now, we really shouldn't talk about St. George's without reminding people of this most distinguished past student of St. George's College. We're just trying to bring up the information here right now, and just to make sure we give you the full story with respect to this great Georgian, Monsignor Gladstone Wilson, who, let's see if we can bring up the information. All right, in just a moment. Let's try this and see what we have here. But an outstanding and distinguished past student of St. George's College, Monsignor Gladstone Wilson, who was quite the polyglot. He spoke quite a few languages, and really an extraordinary human being. And he wasn't the only champion who was a student at St. George's College. Because remember, the great Bishop Gibson attended St. George's College and later founded Kingston College. So there's a level of reverence whenever those names are called in reference to those outstanding gentlemen. Not bringing up the information right now, but hold on, let's see. I think was that it? Let's try again. Yes, I think we have it. Do we? Right. So the great Monsignor Gladstone Orlando Stanislaus Wilson died in 1974. 1974, and at age 68, Monsignor Wilson died at the St. Joseph's Hospital on Deanery Road in St. Andrew, where he was admitted with a stroke. At the time, Monsignor Wilson was a lecturer at the Roman Catholic Seminary of St. Michael's, Mona. This Roman Catholic priest, who was born in Mavis Bank in the Blue Mountains of Jamaica, was at one time regarded as the seventh most learned man in the world. The seventh most learned man in the world, a Jamaican by the name of Monsignor Gladstone Wilson, who attended St. George's College. Monsignor Gladstone Wilson knew at least 14 languages. He knew at least 14 languages fluently. Did we neglect to put in that word? Fluently. The great Monsignor Gladstone Wilson knew at least 14 languages fluently and was awarded 4 doctorates, receiving the first at age 23. Indeed, Monsignor Wilson, as a Jamaican, put Jamaica on the map decades before reggae music did. His parents, who were both primary school teachers, wanted him to go to Jamaica College. The fact that the black-skinned Rudolph Burke had gone to JC and was about to graduate was hope for the elder Wilsons that their son could go there. But the then headmaster of JC, William Cowper, an Englishman, refused the young Wilson entry. Perhaps in Cowper's mind, one black student was enough. Although at the time Rudolph Burke was admitted to JC, Archdeacon William Sims was the headmaster. But Cowper's views were certainly not those of his famous ancestor of the same name, William Cowper, who wrote the poem The Slave's Lament that was used in the anti-slavery campaign. Gladstone Wilson had no alternative but to go elsewhere, and he was sent to St. George's College. When Monsignor Wilson was refused entry into the Jesuits, it was Pope Pius XI who, after an appeal was made to him, suggested that Wilson go to Rome to study philosophy and theology. Wilson was ordained in Rome on December 24, 1931. He returned to Jamaica in 1941 at a time when the political ferment in Jamaica was still raging. And I think we're going to leave it there for now. Let's leave that there for now. So a bit of the history of St. George's College and one of their most, if not their most prolific sons, if not the most prolific, the great Monsignor Gladstone Stanislaus Wilson. This is the kind of history that should be a part of orientation. We have no doubt that that's a part of the orientation program for new students at St. George's College, as should be the case at every single institution. The students must know the history of their respective institutions. And here's another. What time is it? Let's get ready for the break, and then we come back at a time. We heard some figures from Jets recently. We'll pick up on that point after the break.
Knowledge is power. Class is in session. Power 106.
You're listening to Power 106 FM. The time is now
2:45.
Hey, you see these days, it's good to get straight to the point. Quick and easy. That's why Western Union gives you another way to receive money straight to your bank account with Western Union's direct-to-bank money transfer. Visit a Western Union agent location and sign up now and tell your family and friends to send your next Western Union money transfer directly to your bank account in Jamaica. It's easy. Visit a Western Union location or call our call center at 876-926-2454. Sign up today to receive a money transfer directly to your bank account with ease with Western Union. Moving money for better.
Living in the positive.
Tune in every Thursday at 11:30 a.m. to midday for your legal corner with Dahlia Walker Huntington during Power Talk on Power 106 FM. You can call our numbers 876-922-4112 to 5. The text and WhatsApp line is 876-279-8598. You can also send an email at yourlegalcorner106@gmail.com. Join Your Legal Corner for all matters in relation to immigration to the United States. Here Dahlia offer great legal advice on your immigration queries and concerns. Learn about the filing process, when to file, and how to prepare for the move. That's Your Legal Corner, 11:30 to midday, every Thursday right here on Power 106 FM.
It's young, it's fresh, it's worldviews from a youth perspective. It's Gen Z, navigating the ups and downs of everyday life. Saturdays at 9 a.m. on Power 106 FM.
Lord, we gonna walk down Freedom Street. Everybody know we gonna walk down Freedom Street. Freedom Street.
Thanks a lot for staying with us here on your program, Both Sides of the Story, Power 106 FM. Still streaming live on the Gleaners website, go-jamaica.com. Live on your smart devices all over the world. Taking your calls on 876-922-4112, 876-922-4113, 876-922-4114, and 876-922-4115. Hello, good afternoon. Thanks for calling.
Afternoon.
Good afternoon.
It's thanks, no? But I'd love to find out from the health minister and others who in the health sector in Jamaica, yeah, the expired date on this vaccine, we then get from America.
November 30.
And the UK.
November. I think that's the date I heard. November 30. 30th of November.
Okay. The United States of America and the UK, they might dump vaccine due to expired date.
Yeah, which is so sad. I heard it on the news. America dumped about 15 million.
Tens of thousands.
Yes, 15 million vaccines.
So we want to know from the government of Jamaica, as me areas, I say everything they matter about the truth is. You know, so we want to know if none of them expired, one they didn't get, and until they say...
No, the ones that we have, I heard Dr. Melody Ennis indicating that she was asked the question with respect to the expiration date of the vaccines that we have, and I heard her say the 30th of November.
Okay. You know, Stefan, a man tell a lie the country one time, all his truth become questionable.
And he should expect to, any man should expect that. It's like the boy who cried wolf.
So that is the Jamaica government, you know, because them tell a lie one time, like when the media...
Which lie? Which lie?
In a 2010, when they rain down brimstone and fire upon we as black people down at West Kingston, and you, the media, and journalists, and the people them on the ground, I say America did have drones up in the sky. The same government, one journalist was a part of at that time. The whole of them say, no go so. And then push the media in one corner, and them have to verify every news where come out until the tell truth come, you know. So we can't trust these people, you know. Them are just liars, you know. After them,
yeah, but to call somebody a liar is pretty strong, and you would need to back that up.
Never up there.
You'd need to back that up with evidence. Now, people can remember what we said the last time.
Yeah.
In order to tell a lie, you have to know the truth. There are some of us who get information from other people, and in the case of those who are in charge at the level of a ministry or a government, they get advice from a lot of people. They get information from a lot of people. They have a responsibility, without a doubt, to be discerning and to be able to separate and disaggregate the data that they get. But if you're going to say that someone is a liar, you will need to prove that someone is a liar, that the person knowingly, the person knew what they knew the truth, knowingly twisted the information. Now that's a very strong accusation, which is why it should be backed up with the evidence. Otherwise, what you're doing is besmirching someone's character.
Would you say that when the media say them say the Jones opinion and take the picture and it come out in the Star and the people on the ground see it, where say a lie them did that tell, or is it true?
No, I don't remember how all of that unfolded. I know there was a controversy as to whether America was helping Jamaica to deal with the incidents surrounding the attempt to bring to justice a Jamaican. I think the American government, either the Jamaican government or the American government or both, dismissed utterances from members of the public that they got help from America, and that there was some aircraft that was hovering above or about the airspace.
Yeah, and till it come to pass that it was true, because the same America come back to them say them get up there.
I vaguely remember something like that. Yes.
All right. So that is the evidence. So can move on, you know.
No, but it's a question. It still goes back to the question. When you're dealing with people in positions of leadership and they have to give an account, they must be able to tell us, and we must know, what did they know, when did they know it, and what did they do about it. What did they know, when did they know it, and what did they do about it?
So you believe, after this personal question I know, you believe say them could have know, say the Jones did up the after?
It's not a matter of what I believe.
No, me I got that personal
No,
question.
it's not a matter of what I believe. I am not into making up stories, dopey stories. We're not into that. What we're saying is those who are in certain positions of leadership, when we get the opportunity to ask questions and to get clear, pointed responses, we must ask clear, pointed questions. What did you know? When did you know it? And what did you do about it? And those three questions, if asked at the time of that situation, perhaps could have given us some insights.
On the behalf of America, this government of Jamaica kill how much teen people in a one day just to get one man. You know, this corrupt and unjust society. Because the man never commit no crime or wanted by this Jamaica government. And on the behalf of America, them rain down brimstone and fire upon.
Well, that's what happens when you sign international agreements. When you enter into international agreements, that's just an example of one of the things that happened. So, but about the state raining down bullets on people, it was really a tragic situation. But the police and soldiers could not have been firing at themselves. That's another part of the equation. Surely they could not have been firing at each other, the police and soldiers. So something was amiss, and we saw the burning of police station and and a couple of police units up at it's. I don't want to relive all of that right now, but it's a most regrettable and sad part of our history that should never be repeated.
Ruled by a constitutional monarchy system and join the Organization of America.
Looks like you were still talking even though you weren't on. That means you weren't listening.
No, may I say something differently?
Yeah, but the general principle is that we allow each other to finish speaking before we start speaking.
All right, go on, no, come take the finish.
Yes. Yes, no, you can go ahead now. I'm through, but what is clear is that you were talking while I was talking. But go ahead now, please.
Yeah, so may I say, on the behalf of the devil, you know, America and England, want to remember England.
What's that?
America.
Is it your phone? The audio is fluctuating. It's going in and out.
It's still fluctuating?
A little better. Go ahead now.
Yeah, so may I say America and England, you know, who shuttle away, burn, we beat, we and lynch, we pluck out your fingernail and do all manner of evil. Use gunpowder and blow off your body part. You know what I'm saying? These guys, these Satan, and why I say them are Satan, it's the Satan them would do the African nation with them done unto us. And them rain down mustard gas.
And isn't it sad and tragic that after all of that, after our people have been subjected to all of what you've just outlined, that our own people are doing the very same in 2021 Jamaica? 900 and odd people, was it 930 odd or something like that, murdered in this country, not by the Americans, not by the Queen and all the others of the government of the UK, not by any of those countries out of Europe. Our own black people in this country killing off each other. Are you there?
Of course I'm there.
Oh, what do you say to that?
Now, after by the gun you're speaking.
No, what do you say to that?
So the Jamaica government and the external.
No, hold on. You don't get, your response, can we get your response to that? To what I just said about how we have every day we murder each other in this country. 900 and odd murders already. 900 plus. And we engage in the kind of behavior on our roads that lead to 316 people being killed on our roads. And the majority of the crimes are being committed by the youthful population of Jamaica, who themselves are the victims, the majority victims of these crimes. That's where we are in 2021 Jamaica, and it's not America's fault. It's not England doing it. We are doing it to ourselves.
Make the gun. And it's a gun right around the world. Jamaica don't make no gun.
You have a gun?
Jamaica don't make.
Do you have a gun?
Earthquake, lightning, and
do you have a gun?
No.
Why not? Why not?
Because we are called for disarmament from the world, from the gun.
Including disarmament of black people in this country killing each other.
Yeah, burning, beating and lynching. Them force an alien philosophy as black people. No,
but hold on. How it is that alien philosophy has not distorted your thinking to the point where you are behaving like those? What is the difference with you? One moment, please.
You're listening to Power 106 FM. The time is now
3 o'clock. Vehicle maintenance is your top priority, so why settle for less? Visit Extender Auto Parts and Service Center, 47 Manchester Avenue, Mapen, Clarendon. They promise quality service and they provide parts for a wide range of vehicles, and if they don't have it, they will source it. Extender Auto Parts provides full service for all vehicles and much more. Opening hours Monday to Saturday, 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. Call 876-986-1687 for more information.
Join Power 106 FM every Tuesday and Thursday at 8:05 p.m. for the Vaccination Podcast. Listen to learn about COVID-19 vaccines and surrounding concerns. The Vaccination Podcast is brought to you by the Private Sector Vaccination Initiative.
Power Talk has been a unique source of discourse on matters of public interest, finding solutions to the challenges we face in a globalized world. Power Talk brings you the new hosts who will take talk radio to another level. Join Dr. Herbert Gale Mondays and Tuesdays and Simon Croskill from Wednesday to Friday as they provide a riveting analysis on the issues of the day and speak with stakeholders charged with driving innovation to move Jamaica forward. Tune in for brand new features designed to showcase local developments and highlight how the global issues of the 21st century are being addressed. That's Dr. Herbert Gale Mondays and Tuesdays and Simon Croskill Wednesday to Friday on Power Talk, 11 a.m. to 2 p.m. right here on Power 106 FM.
Living in the positive.
Thanks for holding. Yes, how it is that your brain, your mind has not been infiltrated by these people to cause you to behave in a way similar to how our own black brothers in particular are killing each other. They've allowed their brains to be infected and infested, and they're doing those things. How did you protect your brain from all of that?
Through the teaching of Marcus Messiah Garvey, that black philosopher, who come show ourselves the strength and pride of an African sovereignty, come tell us that we are one royal sovereign nation, well, kingdom of people, and not Jamaican. We were born in Jamaica, but we did birth somewhere before we come here. So through Marcus Garvey teaching and Rastafari, we come restore, consciousness, black pride amongst us,
So that essentially is your solution in trying to get those who are murdering us here in this country to change their ways.
Yeah, because them take up the adoption ways of the white men who make the gun.
Oh.
Them do stand up in them blackness, black consciousness as Marcus Garvey come short.
Right.
Them sell out Marcus Garvey to rice and peas and say them prefer for the Bustamante till them there. These two white men who carry back under Queen Elizabeth rule from 1962. She give them a constitution and call them a Jamaican in this judgment. Them show we ourselves. Them show we ourselves who it is as a people. We would have all these things that we have going on now. Because oppression make a wise man mad.
So what do we do right now? What do we do right now to arrest the slide? 7
or 9 miles of Black Star Line is the only development for us.
What does that mean?
Repatriation to return home to our farmer heaven, Africa.
All right. Thank you very much, as usual, for your participation. All the best. Take care. This is your program, Both Sides of the Story, Power 106 FM. Taking your calls on 876-922-4112, 876-922-4113, 876-922-4114, and 876-922-4115. The text line, same as the WhatsApp number, 876-365-3346. There's a reason why we started with Claude McKay's If We Must Die this afternoon. Most appropriate. If we must die, let it not be like hogs, hunted and penned in an inglorious spot, while round us bark the mad and hungry dogs, making their mock at our accursed lot. If we must die, oh, let us nobly die, so that our precious blood may not be shed in vain. Then even the monsters we defy shall be constrained to honor us, though dead. O kinsmen, we must meet the common foe. That's something we're not good at in this country, identifying what the common foe is. What is that common foe? Or who is the embodiment of that common foe? O kinsmen, we must meet the common foe. Though far outnumbered, let us show us brave, and for their 1,000 blows deal one death blow. What though before us lies the open grave? Like men, we'll face the murderous cowardly pack, pressed to the wall, dying but fighting back. Let's continue with more on your program, Both Sides of the Story, Power 106 FM. Miss Olive is calling through on the text line. Good afternoon, Miss Olive.
Good afternoon, my dear sir. How are you doing?
I'm giving thanks for life, and you?
Yeah, same here. Just quickly, I didn't realize that today is my second daughter's husband's birthday, Paul Price. We call him Mr. Fix-It. Anything you have to fix is him that. So I just want to wish him all that is good. Continue doing what he does best, and continue living for the Lord. He does streaming for the church. What was Roman Street Pentecostal, the breaker from Roman Street Pentecostal. He does the streaming, and he does the streaming for even Emmanuel sometimes when we call him, when Emmanuel Apostolic. So, he is such and for the school that his son goes to, that Matthew goes to, they always give him awards for how much he take part and does things for the school without even asking for payment. He does it from the heart. So I wish him all that is good, and may God continue to bless and guide him. Okay, Paul Price is his name.
We hope he's listening, or someone would have heard and
I hope so too.
Convey.
That's the husband of Christine who sent you the long diatribe about me. Just to forget to send one for her husband. Watch me later. And he came by me yesterday, but I never realized that. Look here, my daughter gave me a list of all the birthdays and the husband, wife, children, grandchildren, and anniversaries. Yes. So at the beginning of each month, I take out my list and I look, but I never look. This thing with somebody send me to Pablo. Who the hell is Pablo? Then I realize when I take out my list, not Paul. Because I'm sure the children must have said, "Oh, we don't hear from mom yet." So here I am. So I hope somebody here and let him know that his grandmother-in-law has not forgotten him, and I tell him to buy 2 beer and drink it on my behalf.
Well, let's tell the young people listening that alcohol is for adults only. Thank you, Miss Olive. All the best. Take care. This is your program, Both Sides of the Story, Power 106 FM, still streaming live on the Gleaners website, go-jamaica.com, live on your smart devices all over the world. I heard a story on RGR News about Multilink. Miss Olive is back. Yes.
I'm there talking to myself when I realized this my phone screen black. No, but I was asking you if I should tell him to buy himself a fudge. You remember fudge?
Yes.
Or a back and front. You didn't know back and front?
I have no idea of that which you speak.
Let me tell you what back and front was back in the days, according to the know people. You have a block of ice. And you have the shear that shear the ice. Okay? So they shear the ice and they knock the front of the shear to make the thing the shear ice come together. And then they ask you what color syrup you want, whether you want yellow or red or blue or green or whatever. And then when they cover the whole ice thing with that now. You want a back and front? Then put 2 scoops or so of ice cream on top of that. So them call it, we used to call it back and front.
I see.
So anybody out there who is of my age group will know what back and front is. What back and front is. We used to go Central Branch. Oh yes. And most of the time, buy just a plain thing, you have to put ice cream on it because that is the tip of the iceberg is the ice cream. And it is your man it just be so good. I don't know why them stop telling them things now. Anyway. Alright, Dervan, I won't keep you as long as you're a very good friend who just said, oh Jesus, please. God, I have a headache. And the other one who telling that Mr. Prime Minister should have get 40 million for salary. And poor civil servants not even get a quarter of that per year. We can't even buy food. You understand me? So everybody's looking out for those who making all the money. I'm not saying that them can't make but so much money plus perks. Give me a break. Give me a break. All right, Dervan, I'll talk to you.
Great. Thank you for the call.
Okay,
All the best.
Okay, love. Bye-bye.
Take care. This is your program, Both Sides of the Story, Power 106 FM, still streaming live on the Gleaners website, go-jamaica.com, serving Jamaicans at home and abroad. Let's say, and we thank our next guest for his patience as he has been standing by, waiting in the wings. He's the president of the Jamaica Organization of New Jersey, and he's going to be telling us about a significant development in New Jersey come Saturday. Mr. Owen Eccles, good afternoon. How are you?
Good afternoon. I'm very good. How are you doing?
I am fine, thanks. Thank you so much for joining us here on Both Sides of the Story.
Yes, sir.
Great. Well, we couldn't have you on both sides of the story of Jamaicans at home and abroad, and not ask you to trace your Jamaican roots for us, your Jamaican heritage.
Oh, how do I trace that? I was born in St. Mary's, and like everyone else, I lived in Kingston for a little bit, then moved to Spanish Town, lived in Spanish Town for probably about 10 years, taught at Osamarte for most of that time. And then I migrated to the United States. Is that concise enough?
Well, except that I would want to know, how is it settling in? How is it finding your feet in this foreign country?
It is, I think it's pretty good. One of the things I learned soon after I got here was that the opportunities here were far greater than they were in Jamaica, and I was a little bit enthusiastic in taking advantage of those. And so it worked for me. So yes, I found my feet pretty quickly, and I guess I got off running.
In which field have you been?
Okay, most of the times I've been involved in real estate sales and real estate investment.
Mm-hmm. Good. How is the market?
Well, it's hot right now. Maybe it's plateauing, I think. I'm going to keep my fingers crossed in saying that. But it has been really hot for the past 2-3 years. I mean, it's the only word to describe it is crazy.
Got you.
But taking advantage of it anyhow.
Yes. Did you get any of the rain over the last 24 hours or so?
Yes. It rained like crazy up to last night into this morning. Around me, there was a lot of flooding. The streets, water coming out of the streets like fountains. So
Whoa.
it's not just coming from above, it's coming from below.
Oh, no.
Yes, and I'm like within a couple of minutes from one of the main rivers, and that came over on the street and a few places. But it's not as bad as it has been some 15 years ago. It has been much worse then.
One moment, please. Let's take a break and come back. Listeners, our guest is the president of the Jamaica Organization of New Jersey, John J. for short. There's a big event happening on Saturday that you'd be really you'd really want to know about it. Stand by. Let's just hold it there for the time being.
You're listening to Power 106 FM. The time is now
3:15. When you speak, we listen.
We listen to all your stories
About how your business was started.
and every step along the journey to make it applicable to the problems you solve every day.
Within these stories, we'll also listen to your cries for help.
The narrative surrounding limited cash flow,
Extended payment terms for buyers who just can't meet your 30-day credit term this month.
next month,
And the month after that, we are here to help because your stories are the reason we exist.
we have created Exim Express receivables financing so that your most important jobs get done.
With a turnaround time of 7 days and up to 75% of your receivables covered with no collateral or financials needed, you know you're in good hands. Exim Bank. By helping businesses, we save lives and livelihood. Power Talk has been a unique source of discourse on matters of public interest, finding solutions to the challenges we face in a globalized world. Power Talk brings you the new host who will take talk radio to another level. Join Dr. Herbert Gale Mondays and Tuesdays and Simon Croskill from Wednesday to Friday as they provide a riveting analysis on the issues of the day and speak with stakeholders charged with driving innovation to move Jamaica forward. Tune in for brand new features designed to showcase local developments and highlight how the global issues of the 21st century are being addressed. That's Dr. Herbert Gale Mondays and Tuesdays and Simon Croskill Wednesday to Friday on Power Talk, 11 a.m. to 2 p.m. right here on Power 106 FM.
Living in the positive.
Freedom Street, everybody knows we gonna turn the whole wide world. As we gon' rock and roll.
Thanks for staying with us here on your program, Both Sides of the story of Jamaicans at home and abroad. Our guest is Owen Eccles. He is the president of the Jamaica Organization of New Jersey. Their motto is dedicated to the enhancement of our communities, and their work continues. Just before we talk about Saturday, Mr. Eccles, you were mentioning that the flooding, as bad as it was yesterday or over the last couple of days, still not as bad as it used to be. Is that
still significant?
Mhm.
Sorry, go ahead.
Yes.
I know a lot of my friends right now are cleaning out their basement, even up to their first floor, and they're pulling out a lot of stuff. I've seen it out there. They're doing that today. It's a lot of cleanup that's going on. Fortunately, it didn't affect me personally, but I have a lot of friends who is going through that right now, and it's really bad. But yes, 15 years ago, they would have been using boats to take the people out of the house. But they had done some correction with the river, and because of that, it has controlled it to a great extent. With this kind of rain,
Yes.
it would have been really chaotic if they had not done those changes.
I see. And being Jamaican, you would have some ways of buttressing your property to.
we would find some way of dealing with it.
So it is. Well, let's get on to Saturday now. But before we go there, let's first of all set the stage. Can you give us the genesis of the Jamaica Organization of New Jersey, please?
Okay. It's a state organization that was started in 1998. About 7 persons got together and decided, they are going to do something and put something together for Jamaicans here, putting a system in place that could help Jamaicans here and by extension Jamaicans in Jamaica. And out of that came the organization. It became the first statewide Jamaican organization in the United States. And coming from that organization, we have decided to have chapters. And so we have currently formed 6 chapters within New Jersey, and we are working on the 7th, and hopefully we would like to have several more in short order. So that's basically how we got to where we are in where we're doing the street naming. That's in Patterson in Passaic County, and that's one chapter of the Jamaica Organization of New Jersey.
What's the significance of this street naming? How did this come about?
For years, there are different individuals who have been saying we need to claim something for our own. And that idea may have been floating around for a while, but eventually we took it up and we pushed it, and we have claimed this. The city council took their time in dealing with it, but eventually it was approved. We are totally satisfied that we have gotten this through, because it means a lot to us to see the name Jamaica Way up on a signpost and knowing it was placed there in recognition of the hard work that Jamaicans have done in this town. Because when Jamaicans started coming to Patterson, putting it this way, that was when we had some ethnic changes, and Patterson was originally a white town, and that has changed over the years. So at the exodus of the white population, Jamaicans were coming in at the same time. And so they took charge of the opportunities that they had. At that time, houses were being sold cheaply. The opportunities were just there, and Jamaicans came in, took hold of those opportunities, and helped to rebuild Patterson. So over the years, they have worked hard. They have excelled in different areas. You come into Patterson now, you'll find a Jamaican in every aspect of life in Patterson, from medicine, education, in businesses, big apartment buildings for rentals, everything. You'll find Jamaicans in Patterson. So the fact that we have been here in a lot of ways unrecognized, this street naming now has put a label, put a monument out there that we can know. But far beyond that, it's something that we'd like to show to the younger generation, the kids growing up.
Yes.
They, first generation, second, third, a lot of them are losing sight of their heritage. And we are doing programs to remind them or expose them, for those who have never been to Jamaica, what Jamaican culture is. So putting this sign up there is a reminder to these kids. I may be born in America, but I'm really from Jamaica.
Mm-hmm.
So it is important to us.
Yes. Any significance to the particular area or street that is being named or renamed?
In a sense, it's significant, but we could have chosen several areas that would have been significant, because we have Jamaicans scattered all over Patterson, but there are certain areas that we have a concentration. And this area is one such area that we do have a concentration of Jamaicans. It is right bordering the east side of Patterson, which is one of the most affluent areas in Patterson. And a lot of Jamaicans live in that area, so you can do the math with that.
Mm-hmm.
On that street, we do have Jamaican businesses, Jamaican churches, and everything else to represent Jamaican. So in a sense, that's an ideal street to be named Jamaica Way, because Jamaicans are there and it typifies who is in that area.
And what are some of the ways in which Jamaican culture, Jamaican industry has been manifesting itself in New Jersey?
Well, Jamaicans have, like in sense of construction, when you want to do renovations and construction within New Jersey, and particularly in Patterson, I'm guessing one of the most significant groups that does renovation and construction would be Jamaicans. Not only in that, but in the healthcare, again, we are known for that. So there are a lot of persons in Patterson that are involved, both from the service side and for the business side, forming businesses in that. So Jamaicans have had an impact on everyone around us in a lot of areas, but I think more so in the construction and the health areas, where we do have a lot of persons who have set up businesses for that.
Oh, very good. Very encouraging. So who did we have to depose in terms of the sign what was it before, or what is it now, and what? Well, we know it will be Jamaica Way.
Right. It was, the name was Verland Avenue, Breeeland, Verland Avenue. So it was not really a person.
All right.
So we didn't have to kick anybody out. But and conveniently we didn't do that. But yes, so that segment was taken from there, and we are now going to put our sign up as Jamaica Way.
So for the Jamaicans in New Jersey, this is Passaic, you said, right?
The county is Passaic and the town is Patterson.
Oh, got you. So for those in Patterson who would want to be, it's not an invitation only event, isn't it? It's open to everybody.
No, yeah, it's an open invitation, and we're inviting, and I wish I had the Zoom link here available. I could tell you that, because I'm going to be putting out flyers and stuff like that with the Zoom link. We just established that, but we are going to have this service on Zoom. We are going to have it on Facebook Live, and you can join in from wherever you are around the world and take part in this ceremony.
What time on Saturday?
It's at 4 p.m. The formal ceremony is at 4. But we're going to start having our celebration from midday. We're going to have music being played, people milling around, socializing. We have stalls, food, other vending from 12 to 3. From 3 to 4, we're going to be having an exhibition of Jamaican talent. We are going to have persons singing, dancing, and playing drums and all the other good things. And that will lead us into the official ceremony at 4 o'clock. And after that, we are going to have a live band playing for about 1 hour. And then after that, we go into our after party. We have to do it.
Patterson and elsewhere in New Jersey and in the county of Passaic have been managing COVID-19?
Yes. And even at this event, what we're doing is that we are ensuring that persons who are there keep their social distancing, prepared with mask, sanitizer, and we are going to have persons there who are doing COVID testing and also doing COVID vaccination on site on that day. So persons who happen to be around and visiting, they will have access to that. We're partnering in that regard with Jaja Foundation so that we can have access to the COVID testing and COVID vaccination on that day. We will also be giving out masks, lots of masks and sanitizer, so persons will have masks to wear then and masks to take home with them, so that everybody will have no excuse not to be wearing their mask.
Well, it's good to know. Thank you very much. It's good also to know that Jaja Foundation is on board. They just concluded their successful fundraising cruise, and to think that with all of that excitement, you'd think that they'll be tired. They're going to be at it again this Saturday.
Now. Yes, well, the cruise was fun. I was there.
Yes.
So it was really fun, and now they're reaching out, and we are partnering to get that aspect done, and hopefully we're going to be working together in the future. So
excellent.
We'll talk more about that.
How can people follow the work of the Jamaica Organization of New Jersey, John J?
One way is to follow our Facebook. You could send a friend request. We are Passaic John J, PASSAIC JONJ. And once you log on that to Facebook, you can send a friend request. You can like our page, share the information, and you can do that. We'll have all the information up there with our telephone numbers and every other means of accessing that. Also, there's a website, jaonj.com. So it's Jamaica, as in JA, Organization of New Jersey, jaonj.com. And you will see more information on there about all the chapters.
Sounds
good. If you
good.
go to our website, you will see what we are doing, And if I can take a minute.
Hold on. Let's give you that minute after the break, please.
You contribute directly to Jamaica's national development when you pay your customs duties. Let's all do our part in keeping the wheels of our economy turning. The time by the Jamaica Customs Agency is
3:30.
Need to check your blood pressure and sugar levels and have your prescriptions filled? Come to Lanell Town Pharmacy and have it done. We accept all major health insurance. Open 8:30 a.m. to 8 p.m. Monday to Friday. Sundays and public holidays, 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. Lanell Town Pharmacy, Shop 1, Bustamante Avenue, Lanell Town, Clarendon. Call 876-986-3304. Lanell Town Pharmacy, helping you to get well and stay well.
Power Talk has been a unique source of discourse on matters of public interest, finding solutions to the challenges we face in a globalized world. Power Talk brings you the new hosts who will take talk radio to another level. Join Dr. Herbert Gale Mondays and Tuesdays and Simon Croskill from Wednesday to Friday as they provide a riveting analysis on the issues of the day and speak with stakeholders charged with driving innovation to move Jamaica forward. Tune in for brand new features designed to showcase local developments and highlight how the global issues of the 21st century are being addressed. That's Dr. Herbert Gale Mondays and Tuesdays and Simon Croskill Wednesday to Friday on Power Talk, 11 a.m. to 2 p.m. right here on Power 106 FM.
Living in the positive.
Thanks a lot for staying with us here on your program, Both Sides of the Story of Jamaicans at home and abroad. We've been previewing Saturday's renaming of Verland Avenue in Patterson, New Jersey, as Jamaica Way as of Saturday. The build-up starts at midday and goes on till 3. And then, if I'm remembering correctly, in Eccles at 3 o'clock, that's when you start the official ceremony, or at 4?
At 4, the official ceremony starts, and that should run for about an hour and a half, hour and 45 minutes. And then we go back into music after that.
Right. But you wanted another minute to say something else. Yes, please go ahead.
Okay. There are a lot of things that we're doing here.
Yes.
But I just wanted to point out that on this day, one of the things we're going to try to accomplish is that we're going to make formal our adoption of the Ulster Spring Health Center in Trelawney. So at this ceremony, as a spin-off from that, we are going to have the formal adoption process.
And that would tie in with the Adopt a Clinic program of the Ministry of Health and Wellness here in Jamaica.
Yes, that's why we're going through the Ministry of Health, Courtney Cephas, and we're working with them and we're making that formal. So we're coming out of this event, not with one thing, but with 3 things. So we're going to be naming the street, we're going to be adopting Ulster Spring Clinic, and we're also adopting Stockholm Park Basic School in St. Mary.
What's that? What's the name of that basic school?
Stockholm Park Basic School.
Learned something new today. I didn't know about that one. Stockholm. Hart Basic School. Yeah. So you have your hands full then.
Yes, we have worked at a lot of things here.
Yes.
And we decided that even though we have contributed to schools in Jamaica,
yes,
we have contributed to different organizations in Jamaica, but we have decided to take it one step further and claim something else, associate with groups that we can relate and send things to so that we can help in their process. And we want to do something in the education and we want something in health. So we have taken on these 2 projects as a way of our contribution making a difference in the lives of persons in Jamaica.
Well, we want to thank you and your team of volunteers and partners for the tremendous representation you've been giving to Jamaica and Jamaicans from where you are there in New Jersey. We trust and we know that Saturday will go well, And we look forward to, you said it will be streamed, right?
Yes, we're
Yeah.
having it live streamed, and we're going to be sending out
The link.
our Zoom link, so it can also persons can join in on the Zoom call and also watch it live streamed on Facebook.
Well, we're definitely looking forward to following the action on Saturday afternoon. In the meantime, encouraging all Jamaicans and friends of Jamaica in whether you're in wherever in New Jersey you will be on Saturday afternoon between midday and say 5 o'clock or 6 o'clock at Verland Avenue will be renamed Verland Avenue in Patterson in the county of Passaic in New Jersey will be renamed Jamaica Way. So that's going to be the new name after that ceremony on Saturday, Verland Avenue to be renamed Jamaica Way in Patterson, New Jersey. And that's on Saturday. Spread the word, tell your relatives and friends and neighbors in and around Verland. And that Verland is spelled Vreeland, Mr. Eccles?
Yes, that's correct.
Yes. Right. So we look forward to seeing the pictures live and still pictures of the developments on Saturday. But well done once again, and we look forward to connecting with you and members of your team as time goes on, because we want to continue to provide this platform for you to be able to share whatever is happening with the Jamaica Organization of New Jersey and its members.
Thank you very much for having me, and I look forward also to working along with you and the other persons in Jamaica as we make our dream a reality to help Jamaicans here and to help Jamaicans in Jamaica.
Well said. Well done. Congratulations and all the very best. All things being well, we'll see if we can catch you on Saturday. We'll look out for you as we watch the Zoom the Zoom stream and whatever other platform out there. Thanks a lot.
You're welcome, and have a wonderful day.
You too. Take care. Owen Eccles, the president of the Jamaica Organization of New Jersey, or John J for short, Jon J for short, John J, the Jamaica Organization of New Jersey, telling us about the renaming of a street in Patterson, New Jersey, as a means of celebrating Jamaica and Jamaicans. It is to be called Jamaica Way. Jamaica Way, that's the name, Jamaica Way. And that will replace Verland Avenue in Patterson, New Jersey. It's a lot of activities planned for you, and they'll be doing the usual physical distancing, social distancing, sanitization, temperature checks. They'll be testing for COVID-19, and they'll also be vaccinating, immunizing people on spot as they rename Verland Avenue to Jamaica Way. Saturday from midday until about 5 or so in the afternoon. How about that? Let's continue with more on your program, Both Sides of the story of Jamaicans at home and abroad. And who shall we greet now? Let's see. Hello to Senery Sims. Good afternoon to you. Thanks for tuning in. Father Ranks, greetings to you too. Cherry Henry says, good afternoon, Mr. Dervan and listeners. Lots of rain this side of St. Mary. Please stay dry and safe in your side of St. Mary, Cherry Henry. Juanita Haynes Phillips, good afternoon. It's good to see you online. Violet White says, pleasant afternoon, Mr. Dervan and crew. Nice rhythm. I guess you're referring to the recording of choice this afternoon, Freedom Street by Ken Booth. Good afternoon to Ken Booth, wherever he is, and his manager. Lorna Fairweather says, good afternoon, Mr. Malcolm. New York got washed out last night. Even the 24/7 subway was closed. Still giving thanks. Personally, just had minor water damage. Well, thanks for sharing your story, Lorna Fairweather. In name and nature. It can't rain for too long whenever you're around, Lorna Fairweather. And that is the hope after all that rain, that the people of New York and New Jersey and elsewhere impacted by those rains will indeed experience fair weather. Jennifer Stewart from Kencott, Q Road, Kencott, in East Central St. James. Good afternoon to you. Good to have you on board. Thanks for listening. Blessings to you too. Milk Morgan says, greetings to you, Mr. Malcolm. Thanking God for life. Let us pray for each other and everyone in Jamaica. I'm in Canada now. I will be home soon. We look forward to welcoming you home, Milk Morgan. Deandra Brown says, hey guys. Hey, Deandra. Nicola in Mandeville, Manchester. Welcome. Ricardo in Glengough, St. Catherine. Mikey D says, good evening, Mr. Malcolm. Lots of love from the UK. Hello to you and all the other Jamaicans in the United Kingdom. Mikey D, thank you for tuning in as usual. Diana Watkins Forrester says, good afternoon, Sir Malcolm and your listeners. Keep taking your vaccines, my family, and keep your 6 feet distance. Happy to say I'm blessed and dry here in Brooklyn, New York City. Climate change is real. Thank you very much, Diana Watkins Forrester, for your testimony. Carol Boeth says, well, she's in Calgary, Alberta, Canada. She asks a rhetorical question. What's on my mind? Why can't the fully vaccinated be exempt from the lockdown? Hello, inquires Carol Boeth in Calgary, Alberta, Canada. She's asking, why can't the fully vaccinated be exempt from the lockdown? Jamalian Lewis says, same so, adult content. Might have been a reference to Miss Olive and her beer, as if she wants to cause beer trouble, as if she wants to cause beer trouble. Speaking in Jamaican dialect. Norman Hines says, good afternoon, Mr. Dervan, Malcolm, and listeners. To you too, Norman Hines in St. Thomas. Cherry Henry in St. Mary says, yes, Miss Olive, I know, back and front. Right, you have company, Miss Olive. Somebody knows what you were talking about when you talked about back and front. Faye Weller says, good afternoon, Mr. Dervan and listeners. To you too, Faye Weller. Carol in Calgary, Alberta, Canada says, congrats, Patterson, New Jersey. I love that Jamaica way. Great job and accomplishment, Mr. Owen Eccles. Mr. Owen Eccles. I hope I didn't say Eccleston earlier on. I'm sure I said Eccles. Right. Owen Eccles, thank you very much for your work in New Jersey. Over on YouTube, Carol is there as well. She says, good afternoon, Dervan family and friends at home and in the diaspora. I hope everyone is staying safe and blessed. So much on my mind today. Give me a moment to get my thoughts together. By all means, get your thoughts together, Carol. Let's check in with our text line, same as the WhatsApp number, 876 365 3346. 876-365-3346. Let's see what we have here. The messages, where do we start? A lot of messages as usual. Let's start from the bottom and work our way up to the top. How about that? Let's do that as efficiently as we can. Someone has shared with us something. What is this? Analysis. Oh, an analysis of the human and economic cost of lockdowns. That's a story here. And let's see what this is. Shared with us by one of our listeners. The ugly truth about the COVID-19 lockdowns, unraveling the events that led us into deleterious lockdowns. The pandas analysis. Well, let's take the break and come back.
Let's not deal with illiteracy.
You're listening to Power 106 FM. The time is now
3:45. Are you an accomplished professional with senior managerial experience? Optimize your profitability with a high-impact doctoral degree from the University of Sunderland, offered through the University of the Commonwealth Caribbean. Practitioners without a master's degree but with significant senior managerial experience can also be considered for direct admission into the professional doctoral degree program. Apply online today at ucc.edu.jm or call us at 876-906-3000. UCC, fostering leadership and innovation.
The following is a public service announcement from the Ministry of Labor and Social Security. The Ministry of Labor and Social Security is advising the public that limited services will be offered at the newly relocated office at 4 Sam Sharp Square, Montego Bay, from Wednesday, September 1 through to Friday, September 3, 2021. This is due to unforeseen circumstances that arise during the relocation exercise. The Ministry appreciates your kind understanding and expects full service to be restored on Wednesday, September 8, 2021. We apologize for the inconvenience this may cause. That was a public service announcement from the Ministry of Labor and Social Security.
Tune in every Thursday at 11:30 a.m. to midday for your Legal Corner with Dahlia Walker Huntington during Power Talk on Power 106 FM. You can call our numbers 876-922-4112-5. The text and WhatsApp line is 876-279-8598. You can also send an email at yourlegalcorner106@gmail.com. Join Your Legal Corner for all matters in relation to immigration to the United States. Here Dahlia offer great legal advice on your immigration queries and concerns. Learn about the filing process, when to file, and how to prepare for the move. That's Your Legal Corner, 11:30 to midday, every Thursday right here on Power 106 FM.
We all can unite and take off these chains from our feet. Cause we gonna walk on freedom street. Everybody knows we gonna walk down freedom street. Baby, united we stand, divided we fall.
Thanks a lot for staying with us here on your program, Both Sides of the Story, Power 106 FM, still streaming live on the Gleaners website, go-jamaica.com, live on your smart devices all over the world. Taking your calls on 876-922-4112, 876-922-4113, 876-922-4114, and 876-922-4115. So this organization is called Panda Pandemics Data and Analytics. So that's the information that has been shared. We will check it out off air and take it from there. But in the meantime, they had published a story from way back in, well, not so far back, April 2021, the ugly truth about COVID-19 lockdowns. We'll have to go through that on our own and come back to this space with the information. Calvin in North York, Ontario, Canada, tuned in as usual. Wayne says, good day. Hurt people hurt people. That's why Jamaicans kill each other. And this is one of your main arguments. So don't ask why they kill the devils, hurt us so. All right, well, that won't stop us from asking, Wayne. Thank you very much for your message. Cuban in Georgia says, good afternoon, Sir Malcolm. I think we have become, as what Claude McKay says in that poem, that's where we are now in Jamaica today. we have two dangerous pandemics brewing in Jamaica. First, COVID-19, and the other monster of crime taking place at the same time. Thank you very much, Cuban in Georgia. The twin pandemic has been long identified by those who are plugged in. Thank you very much for adding your voice to that revelation. Miss Olive says that's the train station in New York City. There was even tornado in some areas. She has sent us a video and you can see water gushing forth. So that's no doubt water overground gushing. Yes, from what we're seeing. Oh, yeah. Yeah, somebody shared footage of the subway underwater. Thank you, Miss Olive. Miss Pearl Brown says, "Oh, Sir D, I'm looking for my friend Carol living in Patterson, New Jersey. Oh, I wish I could find her. It has been a long time. I even forgot her last name. Give the gentleman my name if the off the air. Give the gentleman my name off the air. I used to live in Canada. She used to visit me years ago. Please, Sir D, I need to find her. Give the gentleman my name off air, please." Pearl Brown. We will do, Miss Pearl. Let's see. Let's do that right away. You know, we have gotten into the habit of dealing with things right away because of experience which teaches wisdom. And therefore we are going to share the information from Miss Pearl with Mr. Eccles in Patterson, New Jersey. So let's do this and make sure, first of all, the contact is on this device. And then now that it's on this device, we are going to share the message with Mr. Eccles, Mr. Owen Eccles, the president of the Jamaican Organization of New Jersey. And so let's bring up the music for a moment.
Come on, our kids, cause we gonna walk on freedom street. Everybody know we gonna walk down freedom street. They tell you united we stand, divided we fall. Respect your father, brothers, sisters, and all. Let's not deal with illiteracy. Work it out intelligently. Lord, we gonna walk down freedom street. Everybody know we gonna walk.
Thanks a lot for staying with us here on your program, Both Sides of the Story, Power 106 FM. Still streaming live on the Gleaners website, go-jamaica.com. Live on your smart devices all over the world. And taking your calls on 876-922-4112-5. 876-922-4112-5. The text line, same as the WhatsApp number, 876-365-3346. To the app once again. Yeah, let's go to the WhatsApp once again. And Did we do what we were supposed to do now? Yes, I think we did. So we're going to share Miss Pearl's information now with Mr. Eccles. Sorry, a fruit fly. I don't know where that fruit fly came from because there are no fruits in the studio. No fruits allowed anyway. Let's see. So we're going to send it to forward the information now to Mr. Eccles. Here we go. Right. And we're going to also share Miss Pearl's. Okay, here we go. Share contact. Where are you? Share. And we're sharing. We're sending it to Mr. Eccles as well. There you go. So one way or another, you will know how that goes. Miss Pearl, all the best to you. Marva in St. Catherine says, good morning, sir. Can you please, good morning. This came in this morning, I'm seeing. Good morning, sir. Can you please give some assistance? I am living with my son who wants to put me out. I don't have anywhere to go. I am 62 years. Can you tell me about anywhere that I can go? Oh, this is sad. A son is putting out his mother. I mean, how? Oh, no. That's not good. Well, what I will ask, what about other family members? Can you bring into this situation other family members, maybe other siblings? Clearly, this is a family matter. It ideally it is best resolved within the family. That would be my suggestion. We're sorry to hear. I could never imagine putting out my mother. Oh no. Putting out your mother. Oh no. This is most unfortunate. I'd humbly suggest that every family has some kind of a negotiator or power broker or mediator. That's the word I was searching for. Mediator. Every family has somebody who everybody in the family agrees means everybody well and is not carrying any kind of baggage. That's what I would humbly suggest. I'm terribly sorry to hear of your situation. A son threatening to put out his mother. Oh dear. We would humbly suggest, as we said, that you seek out the family member, and you know who the family members are, who could prevail upon your son, and hopefully resolve this matter in an amicable way. So sorry to hear of this situation. Please keep us posted, but we think it's best resolved within the family. Let's just try and get the family to be in on this situation, please. Let's go to the phone lines once again. 876-922-4112-5. Good afternoon. Thanks for calling. Hello.
Good afternoon, Dervan.
Good afternoon.
Yeah, it's Ralph in England, Moss Side in England. You might not remember me. You came here with Jamaica, I think it was Jamaica National.
Yes, indeed. I think I have a few pictures with you as well.
Yes, the man with the beard.
Absolutely. Beard. I remember just the other day. Yeah, in fact,
hello.
there's a folder on my computer in my system with just those photos.
You're right. I'm on the net at the moment. I'm listening to your program. But what I call you for, really,
Yes.
this is the first time I'm calling
Oh,
you.
sorry. Hold on. One moment, please.
You're listening to Power 106 FM. The time is now
4 o'clock.
Sipa Copper.
Sipa Copper?
Yes, Sipa Copper.
Sipa Copper what?
Sipa Copper Ital Jamaican Moringa tea bags. Sipa Copper Moringa, turmeric, vervine, neem, and guinea hen wheat tea bags today. Sipa Copper tea is available in supermarkets island-wide. So Sipa Copper today. You'll be happy you did.
Distributed by Caramed Group Limited.
Living in the positive.
Tune in every Thursday at 11:30 a.m. to midday for your legal corner with Dahlia Walker Huntington during Power Talk on Power 106 FM. You can call our numbers 876-922-4112-5. The text and WhatsApp line is 876-279-8598. You can also send an email at yourlegalcorner106@gmail.com. Join Your Legal Corner for all matters in relation to immigration to the United States. Here Dahlia offer great legal advice on your immigration queries and concerns. Learn about the filing process, when to file, and how to prepare for the move. That's Your Legal Corner, 11:30 to midday, every Thursday right here on Power 106 FM.
It's young, it's fresh, it's worldviews from a youth perspective. It's Gen Z, navigating the ups and downs of everyday life. Saturdays at 9 a.m. on Power 106 FM.
We all can unite.
Que ahora es en español, son las 4:02 que le retire en français, les 4:02的现在地点了4:02分 2 minutes past 4 o'clock in the afternoon here at Broadcast House, 32 Lyndhurst Road, Kingston 5, St. Andrew, Jamaica. Have you had a checkup lately? If not, now is a good time. Let's not wait till we get sick to get a checkup. How about that? Checking in with more on your program, both sides of the story, Power 106 FM. Hello, good afternoon.
Yes, back to me. Thank you very much. Now, I think you remember when you went around to the food shops side area?
Yes.
Yes. Well, those were the days. That's not what I call you for, actually. What it is, your friend who call you most of the time and saying he wants to go home,
Yes.
tell him next time he calls you, make sure he get his job and make sure he's got a passport. Because if he doesn't get his job, they won't let him in his mother country, Africa.
Right.
Okay? Next thing, I was listening to you yesterday and listened to the program from Rock Carver and a few people that I listened to. What it was is people in Jamaica going for this flu job. Yeah? Why do they have to need an ID for injection to save their life? Suppose John Tom come from down the road and John Tom not feeling too well, he wants a job, he hasn't got no ID. Are they going to send him away?
Yeah, this subject has been doing the rounds. I think even the Prime Minister himself has touched on it. I'm not remembering his exact pronouncements on this subject, but there's the Ministry of Health and Wellness, and in concert with the government and the cabinet, they seem to be at that place now, they seem to be there now in terms of making the immunization, vaccination, exercise as barrier free as possible.
Yeah. Well, what I'll give you the message to give to the Prime Minister for the people of Jamaica. When they go for the injection or the job or the whatever job they get in, give them the job, give them a card, marking their name on it, and that's their ID. That means they've been jobbed. and they put that on the computer. So wherever they go in Jamaica, they gotta have that card. And if they come to have another job, and the lady over the counter says, where's the ID, where's the job, or whatever, they got it on the computer. John Tom.
Yes.
And if another one come down the street, come and he says his name is John Tom too. Well, there's John Tom number 1, John Tom number 2, John Tom number 100. And that's my intake concerning the jobs in Jamaica who need ID. Because everybody in Jamaica don't, and the man down the country don't have no ID. They have a passport. Yes?
Yes. Well, they said the alternative is that if you don't have an ID, then you need a letter from a JP to verify that you are who you say you are.
You don't have not even bus fare to go to a JP.
Well, there
you want to let your life to save. You want to be saved because you have COVID or you don't have COVID and you don't want to catch it and you don't want to catch it from nobody else. So what you want is an injection, and so that means if I don't have a ID, I'm not gonna get an injection.
Right. Well, that shouldn't be. That shouldn't be. You're onto something, and as I said, I think the state, the government, through the Ministry of Health and Wellness, they're just about getting around to that point, getting around to recognizing that is defeating the purpose of the exercise.
And I hope they do get round to doing that. So if John Tom come from down the road or come off the street and he knows there's a clinic going down up the road there, oh boy, me I go have my job, because this thing I go too bad. He won't be turned away.
Yes.
God bless you, Dervan.
Bless you too. It's good to hear your voice. Good to hear your voice. As I said, just the other day I was going through pictures. I have tons of pictures. Every now and then I go through to try and sort them. And you feature in quite a few of those photos.
I'm telling you, man. I tell you something. You have patience.
Thank you.
I don't know how you do your work, but you have patience because some people that comes on there, you know how to deal with them. Keep up the good work, Dervan.
Thank you. Take care.
And all the best.
You too. This is your program, Both Sides of the Story, Power 106 FM, still streaming live on the Gleaners website, go-jamaica.com, live on your smart devices all over the world. Carol in Calgary, Alberta, Canada, says, couldn't fracture lockdown work better? Or is it factory? Couldn't factory lockdown work better? Maybe the government needs to revisit that. I've seen videos of the overcrowding whenever the gates reopen. Naturally, the numbers increase after lockdown. And Rani Bell in St. Thomas says, good day to you too, Rani Bell. Sharon Ferron, welcome. Facey Jem, hello to you as well. Thank you very much for joining us. And let's see here, Rose McIntosh in London. Welcome, Rose. Anne Ramsey has joined us. Welcome, Anne Ramsey. She says, good afternoon. Keep safe all. Remove all the barriers from the people involved in getting the COVID-19. This injection is to save lives. Thank you very much, Natalie Winter on YouTube for your message. Let's go to Raskava, who has been holding for 9 minutes and 33 seconds. Raskava, welcome.
Yeah, give thanks to life, man. The bird, who just called a while ago, I was talking about John number 1 and John number 2. But what you can do, is to use an alias. You send them find people with the same name of the same alias.
So use the alias to separate them.
Yeah, or their middle name.
Yes.
Right. So we pass at the bridge now. So, and with the Prime Minister never say one word about it in an address to the nation, Even though they have experienced of it. Them never say one thing, although they don't know where them how to pay a guy that yet, so they couldn't say much. So nobody say nothing.
Yes.
But now that they gone to the table, they forget the opposition. Nobody use one long table at the 2-4. Use a big round table now there. And sit down and tackle this with the private sector, public sector, the farmer, the man on the street, have someone to represent them. Even from the mini parliamentarians from various parish.
Well, better late than never. A little late in the day, but one would think that at the outset we would have had all those key stakeholders, that every sector in this country would have been represented in that space, that decision-making space.
That means you can't say, boy, you know, say those first round is having a problem and how you are going to deal with it. That would have go down to the local parish council level. However, on a wider decision making, every village, every community, every parish should be represented, man.
Yeah.
And
or even if you have a main committee or whatever you call it, you might have some subcommittees in terms of the parishes or the counties, however you do it. But I get the point you're making. Yeah.
Some PDCs, you know, but they're not functional. I just on paper them they did it.
Yes, those are the parish development committees.
Committees, right? But they're not functional.
Yeah.
The citizen association, the neighborhood watches, they are not functioning because they don't service them from the top that can give them the strength and the zeal to deal with what them are deal with. Because you see, at the citizen association, I am the PRO for my area citizen association, you know. So we were going out to hand out pamphlets to invite ones to a neighborhood watch launch. And the people have not taken a little invitation for me, you know, Bridget. And someone after that a piece of cussing when we get home, I'm police in farmer, and I'm farmer, I want people to go turn on people.
Are you serious?
Yes,
these are real people who said that to you?
Of course.
Okay.
Because we're about watch in the neighborhood and not remembering, say, it's not themselves them a watch, but watch over.
Mm-hmm.
And they're watching out for intruders, infiltrators from other area that will come into the community and cause havoc.
Right.
But the people them start tagging bridging to me police informer, what happened to police informer. And you know that neighborhood watch never launch because the people have never turn out.
And that's why crime remains a seemingly intractable problem in this country.
Of course, because you must protect your village. That's what the Maroons are doing, you know. Your own village, you must protect it. You must know who comes in your village and go out if you find them moving suspiciously. Without any war, anger, or anything. You need to find out, because sometimes they might look for Miss Jane and not find her. Somebody need to know who are you, where you're from, why you are here. And that person would have glad guy end up finding Miss Jane.
Mm-hmm.
If you're lost, somebody will direct you back on the pathway.
Right.
I think that
losing you a bit there, Raskava. Oh no. The quality of the connection has deteriorated dramatically, Raskava. Oh, that's better. That's better.
I mean, I say, writers news. Every time the alarm go off, sometimes they come in with world news and everything. So, what's wrong? You know, but if the youth are threatening to take out the grandmother out of the house,
yes.
I go tell that granny, say, warn that boy that if she take out it with that breast, and hold you up to the sun and pray God to the boy with that down fast on the breast.
Oh dear.
You need to tell that boy that. And my grandmother used to tell me that, you know. Although I know me never really. This man has story now. She just tell me the power of the breast.
One moment, please.
It must be a miracle.
You're listening to Power 106 FM. The time is now
4:15. Vanities, sinks, baths, and showers. Cool bathroom ideas. We've got you covered. Finding style in every detail. Make your best home anything but ordinary. At Home and Things.
Private sector employers.
Work with the PSVI to register and help vaccinate your staff with the PSVI vaccination program.
It's safe, efficient, and convenient. Protect your staff and customers.
Let's get the productive sector vaccinated and back to normality as quickly as we can.
Email info@psvija.com or call 876-339-0988 for registration details. That's 876-339-0988.
Vaccines work. Work with the vaccine.
The PSVI vaccination program is approved by the Ministry of Health and Wellness.
¿Qué hora es en español? Son las 4:16. Quelle heure est-il en français? Les 4:16. 现在几点了？4点10分。16 minutes past 4 o'clock in the afternoon here at Broadcast House, 32 Lyndhurst Road, Kingston 5, St. Andrew, Jamaica. Have you done your homework yet? Yes, young people, we know school is still out, but you know what we always say, even when school is out, homework is always in, because homework is about preparation, and proper preparation prevents poor performance. In fact, if you have already received some of your books, whether those on the book rental scheme or those your parents or guardians would have had to purchase, please start reading, start checking the books, familiarizing yourselves with the topics, etc. That is preparation, young people, so that by the time your first class comes around, you are already ahead of the class in more ways than one, right? And as we always say, young people, socialization makes you educable, education makes you trainable, training makes you employable, and the right attitude makes you successful. Homework time, young people. Raskava is still on the line. Right. Yes, Raskava.
Yeah, and he got like a big mouthful of instruction. You see that child, if he's not ahead of the class, he will also in the front bench with the other ones who do the right thing. So
yeah,
we'll be up there.
True.
We see now to the youth, we are to try want to put out his mother. Regardless how you think your mother is not the best mother in the world. Regardless whether you think she never registered your papa name that you get your papa legacy. Regardless whether or not she takes sides with the others and never love you enough. Regardless of whatever your reason. Remember say, if it wasn't her, you wouldn't alive today. And you cannot repair to carry your 9 months in her belly, 7 can be, and nurture you, watch you grow up, clean you, wash you, and do everything unto you till you can come at that stage. Even if you don't grow up with her, if it wasn't for her, you would not be alive. So don't be stupid if you curse it, mother and father, you're going to die the death. And when you die the death, I want terrible death. I hope that no one else need to say anything to you about it. But I hope you wise up.
Well, I see Natalie on YouTube saying, Rastafari talk true. Talk, Rastafari talk. True words about mother and breast.
All right. We don't mislead nobody. Right, sir. You learn too, so don't worry.
Of course. We're all at school.
Yes.
Thank you. Take care. This is your program, Both Sides of the Story, Power 106 FM, still streaming live on the Gleaners website, go-jamaica.com. I was trying to remember trying to retrieve that story. Not sure if the Gleaner had published it with respect to Multilink Jamaica, giving the usual update in terms of how people have been using the service and the overall numbers and so on and so forth. We haven't been able to find the most recent story, which we had heard on RGR News in the business news a couple of days ago, actually. A couple of days ago, we heard it, but we haven't been able to find it. Except to say that, we said that to say that there's a bit of history here for those of us who take the ATM for granted and not recognizing where this is coming from. It was on this day in 1969 that America's first automatic teller machine, and that's what ATM stands for, automatic teller machine. There's also ABM, which is automated banking machine. ABM. There's another one I saw the other day. There's another A. Which one is that now? So you have ATM, ABM. Gosh, there's another one that will come back. But anyway, on this day in 1969, America's first automatic teller machine, ATM, made its public debut, dispensing cash to customers at Chemical Bank in Rockville Center, New York. ATMs went on to revolutionize the banking industry, eliminating the need to visit a bank to conduct basic financial transactions. By the 1980s, these money machines had become widely popular and handled many of the functions previously performed by human tellers, such as check deposits and money transfers between accounts. Today, ATMs are as indispensable to most people as cell phones and email. Several inventors worked on early versions of a cash dispensing machine, but Don Wetzel, W-E-T-Z-E-L, W-E-T-Z-E-L, as the Americans would say, Don Wetzel, an executive at DocuTel, a Dallas company that developed automated baggage handling equipment, is generally credited as coming up with the idea for the modern ATM. Wetzel, W-E-T-Z-E-L, reportedly conceived of the concept while waiting online at a bank, or is it inline at a bank? The ATM that debuted in New York on this day in 1969 was only able to give out cash. But in 1971, an ATM that could handle multiple functions, including providing customers' account balances, was introduced. ATMs eventually expanded beyond the confines of banks and today can be found everywhere, from gas stations to convenience stores to cruise ships. There is even an ATM at McMurdo Station in Antarctica. Non-banks lease the machines, so-called off-premises ATMs, or own them outright. Today, there are well over 1 million ATMs around the world. 1 million? That sounds like a small number. I'm sure there are more than 1 million. Anyway, today there are well over 1 million ATMs around the world, with a new one added every 5 minutes. So every 5 minutes, an ATM is put into service. Every 5 minutes. As in set up and ready for use. Every 5 minutes. It's estimated that more than 170 Americans over the age of 18 had an ATM card in 2005 and used it 6 to 8 times a month. Not surprisingly, ATMs get their busiest workouts on Fridays. In the 1990s, banks began charging fees to use ATMs, a profitable move for them and an annoying one for customers. Consumers were also faced with an increase in ATM crimes and scams. Robbers preyed on people using money machines in poorly lit or otherwise unsafe locations, and criminals also devised ways to steal customers' PINs, personal identification numbers, even setting up fake money machines to capture the information. In response, city and state governments passed legislation such as New York's ATM Safety Act of 1996, which required banks to install such things as surveillance cameras, reflective mirrors, and locked entryways for their ATMs. Here in Jamaica, there are more than 1 million users drawing about $85 billion a year. And I'm sorry, I just haven't been able to retrieve that story. I heard it on RGR News, but I haven't been able to retrieve it, which gave us the most recent numbers in terms of how much money people are withdrawing from these machines, and the number of transactions, etc. I used to have a number for Edmundo Hennes of Jets Limited. Mr. Hennes, are you out there listening? Remember those days with that recording software that I think you are the one who introduced it to me, Mr. Hennes. But wherever you are, Mr. Hennes of Multilink, of Jets Limited, good afternoon to you, and all the best to you and your team. And let's continue now with more on your program, Both Sides of the Story, Poro 106 FM, still streaming live on the Gleaners website, go-jamaica.com, live on your smart devices all over the world. Let's see. Let's go back to WhatsApp, 876-365-3346. Messages are still flowing in. Here is another. This one says, hello, teacher. I missed class yesterday, but I'll try to catch up tomorrow. I am perturbed by the level of hypocrisy being displayed by our comrade and party leader, Mark Golding. I heard when the Prime Minister made the announcements regarding the reopening of the economy, including the entertainment sector. I personally thought the curfew hours set for 11 p.m. at the time was way too early. I heard the comrade leader giving his full support of the government. Mr. Golding himself reiterated part of what the Prime Minister stated, urging people to take personal responsibility for their action. Absolutely no objections were given to the reopening of the economy. I was shocked to see Comrade Golding in a sort of two-faced way, now laying blame at the Prime Minister for the opening of the economy. Isn't that hypocrisy? If a comrade leader wants to be taken seriously, he must stand by his words and stop flip-flopping. Say one thing today because it sounds popular, then change course when things are going south. Mr. Golding should also be blamed for giving his support to the reopening of the economy. Those who ask for unity can't come to the table in a two-faced manner. Ralph. Thank you for your message, Ralph. I've been hearing that narrative on quite a few platforms with respect to the opposition leader. Well, the evidence is there. That's the thing about these days. Once something is said in any public space, like, for example, the parliament, on the news, on mainstream media, etc., people can just pull the tape and play it back. It's something we have talked about over the years, to say to those of us who are doing stories, news stories, it's pretty easy to just go with what the story is right now, as opposed to properly go into the archives and bring up information would be useful in that regard. But thank you very much for your message. I'm seeing that the name is Ralph. Thank you for your message, Ralph, here on Both Sides of the Story, Poro 106 FM. Still streaming live on the Gleaners website, go-jamaica.com. We're coming up to another break. Let's take the break. Come back with more in just a moment.
I see your big street where
You're listening to Power 106 FM. The time is now
4:30.
The following is a public service announcement from the Ministry of Labor and Social Security. The Ministry of Labor and Social Security is advising the public that limited services will be offered at the newly relocated office at 4 Sam Sharp Square, Montego Bay, from Wednesday, September 1 through to Friday, September 3, 2021. This is due to unforeseen circumstances that arise during the relocation exercise. The Ministry appreciates your kind understanding and expects full service to be restored on Wednesday, September 8, 2021. We apologize for the inconvenience this may cause. That was a public service announcement from the Ministry of Labor and Social Security.
Tune in every Thursday at 11:30 a.m. to midday for your Legal Corner with Dahlia Walker Huntington during Power Talk on Power 106 FM. You can call our numbers 876-922-4112-5. The text and WhatsApp line is 876-279-8598. You can also send an email at yourlegalcorner106@gmail.com. Join Your Legal Corner for all matters in relation to immigration to the United States. Here Dahlia offer great legal advice on your immigration queries and concerns. Learn about the filing process, when to file, and how to prepare for the move. That's Your Legal Corner, 11:30 to midday, every Thursday right here on Power 106 FM.
Sisters and all let's not deal with illiteracy. Work it out intelligently. Lord, we gonna walk down.
Que hora es en espagnol? Son las 5:28 que le retire en français les 5h28. 现在地点了5:28分. 28 minutes to 5 o'clock in the afternoon here at Broadcast House 32 Lyndhurst Road, Kingston 5, St. Andrew, Jamaica. Do you know where your children are? Are they where they're supposed to be? Doing what they're supposed to be doing? It's a good time to check up on the children. A good time for us to continue with more on your program, Both Sides of the Story, Power 106 FM. Ralph has a rejoinder here. He says, Carol, we can't exempt the vaccinated from lockdowns because we would have to increase the police force by almost the same size as those who took the vaccine. The police would have to check every citizen when they leave their place of abode. That's Ralph. From Ralph to who was it? To Carol in Calgary, Alberta, Canada. Here's another message. Good day again, Sir Malcolm. Same CMU student once. I experienced a little bit of the torrent of rain that's reminiscent of the hurricane brought forth. Went out at one point and was amazed by the water which gathered along the road. Still grateful, however. Thank you very much for sharing. Thank you for keeping in touch, and you continue to be safe. All the best. Another message, Miss Pearl says, read this last message, please. Pearl Hansen, sorry, Sir D, I was not married. LOL. Not really, Sir D. She need help. Some family, not nice. Not supposed to be that way, but it happens. She needs a good counselor who will listen to her, then call in the son. What an out of order son, no matter if she has his name on the title. OMG. Oh my God. Thanks for that man to bring that up. They are saying all justices of the peace must give them letter. Such foolishness. No wonder the people do not want to take the vaccine. Government needs to change a lot of things. Well, let's see what happens from here on in, because from the pronouncements we have heard within the last 48 hours or so, or maybe a little more than that, they seem to be heading in that direction. Chris from London says, I think the first ATM was made by IBM. Does it say that? No, the information we researched just spoke about Mr. Wetzel, Wetzel, being the man credited with creating the ATM. And there is not enough ATMs in Jamaica, says Chris from London. Yeah, well, there is that too. There is that. Mrs. Palmer says, no, nothing about the 2014 early NHT refund. Sorry to hear about that, Mrs. Palmer. Who perhaps we can well imagine your hopes were built up and seemingly now dashed. If we ever get an opportunity to check on that for you, we will. We will. Thank you very much for your message, and we hope things will work out. As we continue here with more on your program, Both Sides of the Story, Poro 106 FM, still streaming live on the Gleaners website, go-jamaica.com. For those who follow the currency trading, it's 151.55 Jamaican to $1. That's the rate now, $151.55 Jamaican to $1. The police are telling us that a Mach 11 submachine gun was seized in Portmore after suspects fled. The St. Catherine South Police Division says it continues to reap success from increased operational activities across the division. The latest success, according to the police, occurred Tuesday, the 31st of August, after a target raid yielded a firearm and several rounds of ammunition in Naggohead, Portmore, St. Catherine. Reports are that between the hours of 6 a.m. and 7 a.m., two men ran, leaving behind a Mach 11 submachine gun loaded with 5 rounds of ammunition. Police are asking anyone with information about criminal activities, illegal firearms, and illicit drugs to contact Crime Stop at 311 or the police at 119. Manchester man charged with murder after allegedly being caught with victim's phone. A Manchester man has been charged with murder after a cell phone belonging to the victim was found in his possession nearly 3 months after the May 31 killing. Charged is 29-year-old Ricardo Kennedy, otherwise called Ricky of Christiana. Reports are that on May 30, 67-year-old Duen Wallace, otherwise called Jackie Wallace, also of Christiana, and Kennedy were at a bar in the area when Wallace spoke about a quantity of cash that he had. The police said a day later, Wallace's home was ransacked and his body later found with multiple stab wounds. On Wednesday, August 11, Kennedy was arrested after he was found in possession of Wallace's cellular phone. Kennedy was charged on Wednesday, September 1st. That was yesterday. The cell phones, not making a pronouncement on this matter, but the cell phones, it would suit any government in the world to make cell phones available to everyone, and also the free Wi-Fi for a number of reasons. The cell phone, we won't say much more than that. The cell phone is, it can be a very potent tool in crime fighting and in crime solving. Let's leave that there for the time being. Clarendon man charged with illegal possession of firearm and ammunition. A man was arrested and charged with illegal possession of firearm and ammunition following an operation along Trenton Road in Clarendon yesterday. He's been identified as 31-year-old Vince McLean of Longbridge Avenue, Maypen. Apparently, the police say about 6 in the evening, while they conducted the operation in the area, a man was seen walking along the roadway in a manner that aroused the suspicion of the lawmen. The man was accosted and searched, and a Glock pistol fitted with a magazine containing 5.40 cartridges was removed from a bag he had around his neck, the police said. He was charged yesterday. Wow, we are so obsessed with the gun, aren't we? Everybody wants a gun. Calypso says, too many guns in this town. Too many guns in this town. Errol in New Jersey is greeting us, asking, is it Mac Machine? Carol says, Ralph, so what is the use of being fully vaccinated? In reference to Carol's position that why are fully vaccinated people subjected to lockdowns? Ralph thinks otherwise, and he and Carol are going at it online. Well, he's sending us his views on WhatsApp, and Carol is on Facebook Live. Mikey Jarrett says, good afternoon. Blessings, my brother, Mr. Malcolm. Blessed love from Brooklyn, New York. Thank you very much, Mikey Jarrett. How did you fare in that downpour in terms of the heavy rains in New York and New Jersey and elsewhere in the tri-state area, Mikey Jarrett? How was that for you? Beresford Henriquez says, that's why we need our own police from our own neighborhoods. That way they know everyone and everything. Nobody could be accused of being informers because the police would already know what's going on. The very few bad egg police would be more easily weeded out because the citizens would also know them and know what they're about. Let's be smart and not be afraid to change from the old, inefficient ways of doing things. Beresford Henriquez. Thank you, Beresford. Hail to you too. Lady Jean and Monique St. Anne, good afternoon and happy Thursday and blessings to you as well. Sharon Ferron, thanks for staying with us. And all the others who are tuned in. Let's go back to the WhatsApp line, 876-365-3346, same as the text line, 876-365-3346. Just before we go back to other messages, we didn't see this one. JET condemns destruction of mangrove forests across Jamaica. The Jamaica Environment Trust, JET, says it is extremely concerned about the continuing destruction of Jamaica's mangrove forests. The Environmental Trust said in a statement today that it has recently received reports alleging the removal of mangroves within the Palisadoes Port Royal Protected Area by the National Water Commission NWC in the absence of the required environmental permit. We have also received reports of further removal of mangroves to facilitate the expansion of the town of Falmouth Trelawney. Mangrove forests are one of the most productive and biologically diverse ecosystems on the planet, and their conservation is a key natural adaptation strategy and mitigation measure in response to climate change, providing protection against storms, the release continued. It further informed that the Jamaican government has recognized the island's vulnerability to climate change as a small island developing state, SIDS, and has stressed the importance of adaptation. Jamaica's 2020 nationally determined contributions NDCs in support of the Paris Agreement signed by 196 countries in 2015 stresses the importance of preserving and enhancing the forestry sector. The threat posed by the depletion of Jamaica's mangrove forests has long been recognized. The forestry's land use assessment for the period 1998 to 2013 found that mangroves and swamps had depleted by some 98% in Jamaica. This is serious. I wonder if the minister with responsibility for climate change is aware. This is the information from Dr. Teresa Rodriguez Moody, the CEO of JET Jamaica Environment Trust. More in a moment.
You're listening to Power 106 FM. The time is now
4:45.
We gonna walk on freedom street. Everybody know we gonna walk down freedom street.
Ahora es en español, son las 5 menos 14. Quelle heure est-il en français? Il est 5 heures moins 14. 现在几点了？5点加14分. 14 minutes to 5 o'clock in the afternoon here at Broadcast House 32 Lyndhurst Road, Kingston 5, St. Andrew, Jamaica. Good afternoon to all working Jamaicans tuned in to both sides of the story here on Power 106 FM. It's a good time for us to ask ourselves, how productive have we been today? How productive have we been today? Thank you so much for staying with us as we continue with more on your program, Both Sides of the Story, Power 106 FM. Still streaming live on the Gleaners website, go-jamaica.com. Let's see the latest now with respect to COVID-19. Double-edged sword of nursing home vaccine mandates. That's one of the stories in the coronavirus brief published by Time magazine online. It comes as no surprise that logging, roofing, and construction were among the most dangerous jobs in the U.S. in 2020. Did you hear that? Logging, roofing, and construction were among the most dangerous jobs in the U.S. in 2020, according to the Bureau of Labor Statistics data. But it's decidedly unexpected that topping them all with twice the fatality rate of the next highest profession on the list was nursing home work. Nursing home work, a job that exposes nurses, aides, and other staff. That aides is spelled AIDS, as in assistants. A job that exposes nurses, aides, and other staff to all manner of infectious diseases, never more often than during a viral pandemic like we've seen these past 18 months. It was in an effort to protect both workers and residents that President Joe Biden on August 18 announced that nursing homes must vaccinate all staffers or risk losing Medicare and Medicaid funding. And the story goes on. But nursing home workers who haven't yet been vaccinated are no more persuadable than the rest of the vaccine hesitant population in the US. And that presents a problem. The only way for nursing homes to enforce the new rules is to threaten non-compliant employees with dismissal, which might bring some of them in line, but could cause others to walk. That would exacerbate an existing problem. According to the American Healthcare Association and the National Center for Assisted Living survey of 616 nursing facilities released in June, 94% of nursing homes already report a staffing shortage. So that's one of the stories.
Cause I worked hard last night. It must be a miracle. Cause there's no change in sight. I see a big street where all hands meet. It must be Freedom Street. Oh Lord, Freedom Street. Everybody knows we gonna walk, we gonna walk. Walk, walk, walk down Freedom Street. Everybody knows we gonna talk. Tell the whole wide world that we gonna walk and talk. We gonna walk, we gonna talk. Walk, we gonna walk down Freedom Street. Let's together, Lord. We gonna sing, we gonna shout. Where we gonna walk. Let's not quarrel. Let's not fight. Let's get together. We all can unite and take off these chains from off our feet. Cause we gonna walk, we gonna walk. Walk, walk, walk on Freedom Street. Everybody knows we gonna walk, we gonna walk. Walk, walk, walk down Freedom Street. Let me tell you people, united we stand. United we stand. Divided we fall. Respect your brother, sisters and all. Let's not deal with illiteracy. Work it out intelligently. Lord, cause we gonna walk, we gonna walk. Walk, walk, walk down Freedom Street. Everybody knows we gonna walk, we gonna walk. Walk, walk, walk down Freedom Street. Freedom Street. Can't see clearly, cause I worked hard last night. It must be a miracle, cause there's no change in sight. I see a big street where all hands meet. It must be Freedom Street. Oh Lord, Freedom Street. Everybody knows we gonna walk, we gonna walk. Walk, walk, walk down Freedom Street. Everybody knows we gonna talk. Tell the whole wide world that we gonna walk and talk. Walk, we gonna walk, we gonna talk. Walk, we gonna walk down Freedom Street. Let's together, Lord. We gonna sing, we gonna shout. Where we gonna walk. Let's not quarrel. Let's not fight. Let's get together. We all can unite and take off these chains from off our feet. Cause we gonna walk, we gonna walk. Walk, walk, walk on Freedom Street. Everybody knows we gonna walk, we gonna walk. Walk, walk, walk down Freedom Street. Let me tell you people, united we stand. United we stand. Divided we fall. Respect your brother, sisters and all. out intelligently. Lord, cause we gonna walk. Walk down Freedom Street. Everybody know we gonna walk down Freedom Street. Freedom Street. Can't see clearly, cause I work hard last night. It must be a miracle, cause there's no change in sight. I see a big street where all hands meet. It must be Freedom Street. Oh Lord, Freedom Street. Everybody knows we gonna walk. Walk down Freedom Street. Everybody knows we gonna walk. The whole wide world down Freedom. And we gonna walk down slow. We gonna walk down Freedom Street. Let's together, Lord. We gonna sing, we gonna shout, we gonna walk. Let's not quarrel. Let's not fight. Let's get together. We all can unite. Then take off these chains from off our feet. Cause we gonna walk on Freedom Street. Everybody knows we gonna walk down Freedom Street. They tell you people, united we stand, divided we fall. Respect your brothers, sisters and all. Let's stop dealing with illiteracy. Work it out intelligently. Lord, cause we gonna walk down Freedom Street. Everybody know we gonna walk down Freedom Street. Freedom Street. Can't see clearly, cause I worked hard last night. It must be a miracle, cause there's no change in sight. I see a big street. It must be Freedom Street. Oh Lord, Freedom Street. Everybody knows we gonna walk down Freedom Street. Everybody knows we gonna the whole wide world down Freedom. And we gonna walk down slow. We gonna walk down Freedom Street. Let's together, Lord. We gonna sing, we gonna shout, we gonna walk.
You're listening to Power 106 FM. The time is now
5 o'clock.
News, comprehensive, powerful, and credible.
Power 106 FM now presents a simulcast of Radio Jamaica's news at 5.